Okay, geometry students, welcome to class today. I will do the best I can to talk. My voice is pretty rough, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Your core objective quiz will be Friday. I'm not sure why they call that a test. It's really a quiz grade, so we're going to call it your core objective quiz will be Friday. Do not stress over this. Don't worry about it. Don't study for it. Just come in and take it, and I'll be very fair with how I grade that, okay? Turn in your review sheets now only if you've completed them. Make sure your name is on them. Please do not turn in your review sheet if you did not do it, okay? I'm not being mean about this, but don't waste my time grading it if you did not do the entire review sheet, okay? I've been going over incompletes a lot, so I'm not going to go over those today. We're going to hurry and start this test as soon as possible. Your schedule for today, we're going to turn in review sheets, and then we're going to take your test. Okay, at this time, go ahead and pause the video and pass out the test. Once everyone has a test on their desk, go ahead and restart the video. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your test. Anything I say now, you are more than welcome to write on your test if you choose to. And let me go ahead and say this right now. If you were absent either Monday or Tuesday, you're allowed to not take the test today, okay? Now, I don't advise that, but you're welcome to do that. And by the way, remember, starting next week, the new 9 weeks from now on, you're not allowed to skip any tests or any quizzes because you've got the videos at home to watch, and there's no reason for you to not watch them when you're at home, okay? So, please keep that in mind, okay? But if you were absent Monday or Tuesday and you want to take a makeup test, that's fine. But you must have it made up by Friday, okay? All right, moving on. Go ahead and look at your test now. For number one, you will write your answer so that it looks like this, okay? So your answer will look like this with numbers here on the inside. You should know what that means if you studied, okay? All right, number three. Remember, on number three, you will get out a number, not a vector. So when you take the dot product of number three, you will not get out a vector. You will get out a number. Remember, anything I say, you're welcome to write down. You're welcome to write down on your test. All right, at number four, you should know how to tell if vectors are perpendicular by using the dot product. Make sure you tell me whether or not the vectors are perpendicular, and tell me why or why not by using the dot product, okay? You're not allowed to use any other method. You must use the dot product. You must show your work. You must tell me why you came to the conclusion you came to, and be sure and tell me whether you think the vectors are perpendicular or not, okay? Numbers 5 through 10 are self-explanatory. Just write down the blank what I'm asking you to write down. There might be more than one answer for some of these. If that's the case, only give one answer. In fact, if you give more than one answer and one of those is wrong, I have to count it wrong. Do you know why I have to do that? Because some students might not know the answer, so they'll write down 3 or 4 answers and say, oh, at least one of them's right, and then I have to give them credit. So if you write down more than one answer and one of your answers is wrong, I'm counting the whole thing wrong. So my advice to you is, if there's more than one answer, only put one answer down, okay? All right, please show your work on number 11. Notice you may use whatever method you want, graphing, linear combination, or substitution, but please show your work, okay? For numbers 12 and 13, you are just writing linear equations. Notice one is dealing with parallel lines, the other is dealing with perpendicular lines. Make sure you know what this means in relationship to the slope, okay? 14 through 17, you're just going to give me a pair of angles, okay? That fits the description I'm asking for. Just to make sure there's no confusion on this section, I'm going to give you the answer to number 14. For number 14, you could put either 1 and 3, or you could put angles 2 and 4. You only need to put one pair for each blank. Don't put more than one pair, because then I'm going to take off points if you get one of them wrong, okay? So you're going to give me a pair of angles that you feel satisfies the question, okay? All right, moving on. Number 18. I don't have a lot to say. It was done for you in your notes, so it's up to you to remember this. Don't forget to do the following. Draw a figure. For theorem 3.6, draw a figure. List out your given. Somewhere put given. And then list out your given. Remember, your given is your if part. don't forget to list out what you're proving. So put the word prove and then list it out. And where do you get the proof part from? It's your then part. Then choose whether you're going to do a paragraph proof or a two-column proof. Students, I will not usually give you hints like this, but it's the first time you've had a theorem proof on a test, so I'm trying to help you a little, okay? Don't panic on number 19. If you miss it, you miss it. It's really a quick, easy proof. This is your first one on a test, so I'm going to give you a hint. Notice two of those angles are a linear pair. You should know something about a linear pair. From there on, you're on your own. I will not usually give hints, but this is your first one. Don't forget, set up your proof like this. Put your statements here, put your reasons here, and everyone should get the first part. You put your given here, and then put given, and then go from there. You guys can really, really do this. It's not that hard, okay? I will grade it very fairly. Have a great day. I will have these graded no later than Friday. Contact me if you have any questions.